doing, girl? Or boy, whoever you are. It's Big Play Ray, baby. Okay, well, everybody call me Ray, but I kind of like took on Big Play Ray because somebody nicknamed me Big Play Ray. And at first I was like, okay, whatever. But then I went through a shift. I went through like this little shift at the end of last year. And I just felt like I just needed a name that wouldn't just attach to all the stuff I've been through. And I feel like It's Big Play Ray is so me because I feel like each day I come back with a new play. You know what I'm saying? Like new thing to tackle, a new thing to become better at. And it became my thing. Like new day, new play, Ray. New day, new play. So I did not know that the name was attached to a sports player. Had no idea. But it stuck, honey. So, you know, it's Big Play Ray, baby. It's Ray. So, of course, as the title says, I'm going to let y'all know my little, 1, 2, 3, 4 on how I got myself from cancer into my business, how I utilize my cancer and my mental health and everything that I was going through to cultivate a business. And my hopes is that for you can find a way to understand that, one, if you're going through something, you're not alone. And two, if you're going through something, you can make better out of your situation. And three, that if you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you can't do it, you feel like nothing that you've tried has worked out, hopefully my story will help you get to where you want to be. And hopefully the videos that come after within this page will help you utilize a lot of the tricks and tools that I've used to better myself and to bettering yours as well. So that's my hopes. So let's get into it. Okay, so what you need to know is, I am a serial entrepreneur, baby. Okay, I get into it. If it's a business that I think up, I want to get into it. But what really got me into doing business was, child, I was sick and I was sick of being sick, okay? Sick and tired of being sick and tired, honey. So one thing you should know about me is I've worked in different arenas my whole life. I've been working since I was 13 years old. Okay, let's start with that. I've been working since I was 13 years old. And I've worked in over 14, 15 different careers and jobs. Yes, baby, I've been working. Because like when I moved with my mother up in North Carolina, I moved up there with her when I was 13 years old. And the first thing she said to me was, Ray, you need to get a job. Okay, you need to get a job. And I wasn't mad at her because like she wasn't going to buy me my clothes from my school and all the other stuff and things that I needed. And I'm not putting that on her. She had a lot of stuff that she was dealing with, and she took care of me for the first time in her life full time. So it was a lot for her to deal with. So I had to go out and figure it out on my own. But one thing that I realized when I was sick is that I worked all these jobs and I poured so much into my career. I went to college. I was the first one from my mother and my brothers to graduate from high school and college. I had worked myself to the bone, and yet and still I got something that I can't work myself out of, which was cancer. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer is the specific cancer that I had. And the second time around, and I was devastated. Okay, I was devastated and embarrassed because I had put myself out there to be this person that could do and become everything that I wanted to be, and yet and still everything that I worked towards couldn't work towards me bettering me. I went back home to nothing. Not saying nothing, the little that we did have, I'm grateful for. My dad, that was my first time staying with him, but I ended up on his couch, sick, going to doctor's appointments every day, trying to work in the beginning to the point where I couldn't work anymore. And I was lost. I was devastated, y'all. I felt like nobody and nothing. I felt like I had hit a wall, and all the stuff that I had went through and that I was going through just fell on me. I didn't reach out and tell nobody I had cancer, by the way, because I was embarrassed. And I know that's crazy. Like, why would you be embarrassed for something that you can't control? But I felt like I had been such a go-getter to the point where now I can't go get nothing. And there was no way for me to explain it or to make better of the situation. So I started to dig deep into God, the universe, fitness, and health. And that's what this page is about. I utilized those things to cultivate a business to get me out of where I was. My mindset was very important. I had watched The Secret so many times in the past. I know y'all don't watch The Secret. I know y'all don't watch The Secret. Ooh, The Secret took us by storm, baby. Ooh, Rhonda Byrne. Thank you, Jesus. I love her. Now, I got into The Secret again. And hold on, I need a little coffee. I love my coffee, y'all. And I remember that lady that was like, I healed myself from cancer through my mind state and becoming healthier within myself. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do, because y'all not about to take me out. It came to a point where it was like this gust of determination, I guess you can call it, that I felt like I did not want to be dug deep into the ground for nobody. And I had been through so much in my life. And I felt like this is not going to be the thing that's going to take me out. And I didn't want to go through chemotherapy because I had seen the results of it through other people. And I had survived it before as a child, the same cancer in the same place in my leg without chemotherapy. So I told myself, this is it. This is what I'm going to do for myself and to better myself. And I will succeed. And nothing that y'all going to do is going to take this from me. So I needed something that I could attach myself to that was going to pour back into me. Because like I told y'all, I had been through so much. I had poured so much into so many other people, into my career, into school, into my boyfriends, into so many other different paths that life took me, that people wanted me to go on. It was time for me to pour back into me. But I needed to do that while also helping others, because I felt like there has to be someone else going through the same thing, you know? And I don't want them to feel as alone and incapable as I feel. And that's where Boss Girl Recovery took off. Yeah, that's where Boss Girl Recovery took off. I wanted to have something a mission and a business that could pour into women that needed to pour back into themselves. You know, I wanted to be that person that could help that one person. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it and get it done. I just want to get into this journey of mental health. And I want you to know that, like, while you were going through a pandemic, I was also going through my own little pandemic. You know, before the pandemic started, I was by myself. I was isolated, and a lot of things was just falling on me. A lot of memories, a lot of things I had been through that I compartmentalized so I could just move forward and do. Okay. I had a lot of stuff a lot of things that had happened to me that were screaming at me. Abuse in different relationships, as well as finding my mother after she had committed suicide. And I internalized those things. And I don't know if it was the cancer that was the result of that in the end, or stress or whatever, but I poured that into my career and into my task in life because I wanted to be bigger than those things. You know, I wanted to have an end result in my life that did not result in the effects of those things, you know, and I needed to make sure of that. So that's why I worked so hard at what I did, because I wanted to make sure that those things did not conquer me. So Boss Girl Recovery is for those women who have things in life that is trying to conquer them. And I want to make sure that you know that you got this and that you're not alone and that you will not be defeated. And one of those things that got me through that was God. And scriptures, I would utilize Psalms a lot, because I felt like a lot of the time I wasn't worthy of a prayer to God because of the things that I had been through. So I had to find something to speak on and to say, you know, because I didn't know what to say. So I utilized Psalms a lot. I worked out because it got my mind in a state that I needed to be, to actually speak and to get up and do what I needed to do. As far as building a business, there were a lot of things that were stopping me mentally that would not let me get up and work towards what I needed to work towards. So I started to work out. I also had gained 30 pounds, 32 pounds to be specific. I was around 188 the last time I had weighed in, baby. I was up there. I was up there, baby, because after the cancer was in remission, I got to eat again, okay? Y'all seen them thin people on camera. I was thin, okay? I wasn't eating nothing. I couldn't eat nothing. The medicine was just like taking my whole appetite away from me. So I ended up gaining all this weight, and I had to lose the depression pounds. I was eating my feelings, okay? And I had to have something to take that part of my life and make it into something better and something that would drive me towards doing my business. So what I'm going to tell you is the steps that I took and that you can take from bottom to the top of your business. Okay, so here we go. So step one was figuring out what I could pour into that would pour back into me. And it's not about being poured back into. I just want to say that. It is not about being poured back into and to receive something from what you've given. No. What I needed to do is make sure that I wouldn't burn out like I had, okay? And I'm not saying a burnout is cancer, but baby, the stress before was the burnout, okay? I was burnt. I was gone. I was just lifeless. I was just on a constant stage of go and go to the point where I was losing myself. So I needed to find something that was going to fulfill me, and when you fulfill yourself, you're filling yourself back up. It's not that you are doing something to be in a state of receiving. And I know there are some women out there, and it may be you, that you feel like you don't deserve that. Baby, you do. You deserve it. And if you feel like that's the thing that's stopping you, like, I don't want to do it because just to make some money and things like that. No, you need to be filled back up. And something that fulfills you is something that is a guilt-free feeling, So I felt like if I could help one person, one girl, one woman, and make sure that I have an end result that is bigger than that. 3 was my magic number. So I said, I want to help 333 women. So if that's 333 followers, 333 purchases from my store, 333 hellos. I hope you're doing a great job today with loving yourself. Whatever that is that I can do for someone else, that is going to be fulfilling to me. So that's what you want to start with. Start with something that's going to fill you back up. Start with that as far as what business you want to work towards or whatever mission you want to work towards. Okay. That's step one. Step two is I had to figure out what's stopping me. I was going through a lot at the time, and I would try, and it was like something was stopping me. Like I wanted to do it, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go back to sleep. The depression will talk to you, baby, but you can talk back to it. What's stopping me? So utilizing God, talking to God, writing down my prayers. Lord, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. Giving a gratitude. I would have my little gratitude journal. I'm actually going to come back and let y'all know about my new progress in the 28 days of gratitude with Rhonda Byrne, The Magic. She had this book called The Magic, and I was utilizing that to get myself out of it, to give gratitude, to be grateful first before asking. What's stopping me? What is this? What is this in my heart that just makes me feel like I can't, So working out, get myself moving. I can because I am, get myself into the mobility, into the motion of doing, what's stopping me, what I'm saying? In the matter of my body. So health was the next thing, figuring out what I was going to eat for my day-to-day. Kale was something that I integrated into my daily health journey. It was so healthy, and it was just so fulfilling when I ate it. I also utilized Herbalife products to get myself into a different health phase for myself, So, and that's another topic, baby. We're going to get into it. But, utilizing that question, what's stopping me? Because I need to do damage control before it tried to control me, So I think if we set up this like this defense towards what could stand in our way before it even tries to stand in our way, nothing can persist against something that is consistently pushing back at what is trying to stop you. So just, making sure you know what those roadblocks are going to be so you know how to get around them, find you a new road to get around. Setting up that strategy for yourself is definitely going to help, because it's like, I already know, boo-boo. Like, I already set myself up for success, okay? The next thing is research, okay? Research, baby. I mean, look up everything. And I know. It's so many videos on YouTube. There's so much information. And there's a lot of people who do a lot of like, so you want to start a YouTube channel in 2023. Let me tell you why you shouldn't. Do not listen to those people that say sales strategy to get you to buy their stuff. Honey, God has permitted you to be the best you that you can be, just as you are, okay? You are equipped with everything that you need to be. If you can dream it, if it's in your mind, if it is in your paradigm, if it is in your view, it is for you, okay? All you must do is dig down inside and figure out what it is, research, figure out what it is that you need to do to get to that thing, because it's already in you. So I researched things like Shopify. Is this the best thing for me? Or Big Cartel. It was free. I don't have $1. Baby, I was starting from nothing. I didn't even have $1 for my business. So I started with Big Cartel. I looked into things like, how to start a YouTube channel, or, and I didn't for the longest time because I figured that I could start small, which is what I did. I started my Instagram. I started posting, I started making little videos. I just started to see what other people were doing and started to implement it into my own thing, So yeah, research. And step 4 is, baby, do it. Do it. Do it. Okay? Just do it. Okay? Do it. Don't even think about what it should look like or if it's the best. Baby, I got people right now. I'm in a group right now where people are like, oh my gosh, your webpage needs to be this, and you use so many colors, and you need to make sure the mock photos are that and this. Baby, it don't matter what stage you are, there's always going to be more to do. There's always going to be more to improve on. But that's not stopping me. I'm not going to let nobody stop me from being my greatest self and from helping other people and from being the best me that I need to be. But I know what is going to stop me: not doing it, not actually putting in the work, not believing in myself, not taking the steps. Okay? Just do it. Don't think about the fact that you only made one post for the month. That's okay. Which reminds me, our next step is step 5. Consistency, okay? Consistency. Being consistent is your best friend, okay? Whether your consistency is once a week and then drive that into 3 times a week, into 6 times a month, whatever that has to be for you, you figure out what that needs to be, but don't stop, okay? Don't stop. Don't stop being the best you that you can be. And if the best you can be is posting 1 time per month, and do that, because that's what I did. I started small. I started posting just like once a week because I was so tired, y'all. I was so tired. That's one thing that cancer take from you is your energy. But I had the mental stability to keep going. I had the drive and the determination to keep going. Stay consistent. And even when you feel like you don't have that determination, building up the habit is going to keep you there. They say it take 28 days to build a habit, or 27 days to build a habit. So if you break that consistency of 27 days, that's fine. But at least you're doing it, and staying consistent is going to build a neural pathway in your brain that says, I can do it because I've done it before. So just do it and stay consistent. I think those go hand in hand. Do it and stay consistent. Don't let nothing stop you. I believe in you. If no one else believes in you, I believe in you. Okay? So that's really all I had to say today. I want to say thank you, however, for sticking through with me on my first video. Y'all like and subscribe and share. Let people know that we are out here, that us boss girls are doing our thing, okay? You can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it.